Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast. Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
All right, so it's Pat and JT on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and 402-403-9478. Not often do we start our episode with a confession of any kind. We never have confessions of anything ever, but let alone starting one off with a confession.
And this, and actually, can I say too, this is a confession from somebody has he ever been on our podcast?
This is my first time. I've listened to a lot of episodes. I got so nervous when the music started playing. I thought that was added in post.
Yeah.
Because it's a really good intro song. But no, it's live.
Oh, we roll.
Yes.
It sets the tone, man. It sets
Not
the
because
tone.
we're so talented. It's just we don't want to mess with it afterwards. We're like, just F it. We're just going to do it.
Fair enough.
We're lazy.
Yeah. Lazy is what it is, yeah.
So yeah, you and Nick Castner, by the way, works with us at Hurrdat Media. Tell everybody what you do.
Yes, so I am in charge of promoting the different shows in the Hurrdat Media Network.
And that's a lot of, we're talking like all the social media stuff.
Yeah,
so
he's a social media master.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Pat. Thank you.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
But he's also a coffee thief. As there was a confession today, because on yesterday's podcast, I got my balls busted because I was told that I was convinced that I took the last Keurig cup of coffee here in the office. But we had a confession this morning. But Jill, you're working remotely today.
It was actually,
on assignment.
It was actually me.
What the hell was that? You have a yodeler in your house?
That was my phone. Sorry.
Good Lord.
You set that as your ringtone?
Yeah. What is? I mean, of all ringtones, what are? Are you a Spanish? Are you like an Irish grandma?
It's a notification of a text.
Good Lord.
My dad has a duck quacking whenever he gets a phone call.
You're like, of everything?
Yes, yeah, like of all the options that you get for free. Okay, so last night I was listening to the Pat and JT, and then Pat was getting blamed for taking the last cup of coffee, and I was the one to actually take it. So I'm accepting ownership. And then I also was not aware that everyone had like assigned chores until yesterday's episode. That like Pat vacuums, and it made me realize I need a chore. I just thought
your chore is to drink all the coffee.
We had to come to terms with that when we moved into our office when we first started going into this business, because we realized somebody takes the trash out, somebody cleans the sink, somebody puts new toilet paper in, and we didn't have a somebody anymore.
We were the somebodies.
Yes. Okay. So what can I do on a weekly basis today? And it sounds like Jill takes like a disproportionate share of all of this list.
Oh, for sure she does.
Yes. Okay. So Jill, what can I take off of your plate? I am a good toilet cleaner. That was growing up. My mom would always have me clean toilets.
Right.
Okay.
That would be that, and because like I try to clean the floor in the kitchen and the bathroom in the office, that we have a little kitchenette in the bathroom. Cleaning the floor, that would be awesome. Yes, actually.
Because we have a lot of Husker players that come in here and they don't have good aim at all. There's peat everywhere usually.
It's not that bad.
It's I don't know. There's been a couple times when Foreman's left here. We're like, dude.
You know what's funny to me though?
Did you even see the toilet?
You know what's funny to me though is, you know how the little toilet rugs, the little U-shaped toilet rugs that you have to put your feet on. There are days you'll walk in the bathroom and that rug is like in a little bundle, like a little ball, like somebody like tore out of there or something, or pivoted on it, and it just gets all twisted. And I'm like, who does that? And they don't fix it.
They were in a hurry.
Yeah. Or they're a dude. Guys just don't think about that stuff. I do the same thing at home, and it's not, we talked about this yesterday, but it's not like it's not intentional. It's just, it's like not on my radar.
It didn't register to me at all that I grabbed the last cup of coffee.
Right, me either.
If
I go there and I see there's a drawer, like there's no coffee, I'm like, well, I'm sure it'll get filled somewhere.
Magically.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And then yesterday, Pat, you said that if Jill hadn't pointed it out, we would have shown up and looked at the empty drawer and said, we'll have to go get coffee.
Yes.
And then this morning, when I walked in, you said, I'm on my way to go get coffee and trash bags.
Yes, so I did.
And that's
what I did.
That's exactly what happened.
Exactly what happened. Because I got here and realized, oh, crap, we don't have coffee.
I even sent you a text to remind you that you have no coffee.
But I still got all the way here and forgot.
Oh my God! You know what's funny about the trash bag thing is last night, right before Sasha was packing up her stuff to take off yesterday, she grabbed the trash because she does those. That she like grabs the trash. She's one of those that sees things, right? So she saw the trash bag was full, so she grabbed the trash. So she went to get another trash bag, and there weren't any more. So somebody used the last trash bag too and didn't say anything.
Oh, that'd be me because I took the trash out the other day. Because it was full. So that'd be me. My bad.
Yeah. And so based on what I said earlier, I just thought the trash was taken out and didn't realize we were in charge of taking out our own trash. So it wasn't me. The trash bag wasn't me.
I can understand where you would think that because you came into a company. You're like, well, there's obviously a staff that does that. Or something. You would think that because that's what normally happens in like a business. Usually the people that are working throughout the day leave and then there's another company that comes in and does their job.
Yeah.
Like cleaning.
Yeah.
That's not, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's not the case.
No.
Not at Hurrdat Media.
No. So I got the donut shop coffee because I normally, if it was just me by myself riding dirty, I would have gotten the cheapest off-brand whatever coffee. But I got the donut shop, and then I did get Target brand trash bags that have a lavender scent, which I hope that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I think that would make it smell better, right? If it's garbage.
Usually, the smell of lavender combined with garbage doesn't always work.
Oh.
Okay. What do you and don't you buy generic of?
I buy generic of everything.
Okay.
Anything that's available generic, I'll buy it.
Okay. Even like food, peanut butter, everything?
No, peanut butter. Well, I would buy whatever generic,
Okay.
but my wife will insist on Jif or Skippy, one of the two.
Is it GIF or JIF? I can't.
I don't know.
I think it's Jif when it's peanut butter.
GIF when it's a photo.
Well, the photo that's debated, I guess. I guess the guy who like invented that says it's Jif, but then I would say it's a GIF, and then I guess the like inventor like has recently retract his statement and says GIF. But
GIF makes more sense.
Yeah,
it feels better.
Yeah.
Let me ask you: is it JIF or Jiffy? Didn't it used to be Jiffy?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
know. Are you kidding me?
That's one of those.
You were talking about perception of men, and you're asking us if it was Jif or Jiffy. It was freaking peanut butter.
I think it's Skippy and Jif. That's why.
Skippy and Jif. There you go.
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure.
Okay.
So no, I'll buy generic of anything except peanut butter. My wife insists on that. But otherwise, like I've done enough research in my life that it's everything. It's exactly the same stuff.
Okay. Cleaning supplies even?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So you think it all just comes out of the same vat?
It all comes out of. I know it does. I know that for a fact that Kroger brand, because I had my grandpa used to work at Baker's grocery stores, like the greeter guy, and so he got no big deal. He got some behind the scenes stuff, and he would tell me that the Kroger brand green beans that came off the exact same belt thing pallet as Del Monte. Like Del Monte would say, like, well, we're gonna have Del Monte, but then we're also gonna private label for these generic brands so they can sell it cheaper. So all the money still goes to Del Monte. It's the same stuff.
You don't think that Suave is the same as pick a high brand? I can't think of
Yes.
Do you think they're all the same too?
Yeah.
What's Suave?
He goes, what's Suave?
Yeah.
It's just a shampoo.
Okay.
Yeah, Paul Mitchell, White Rain.
Okay.
Paul Mitchell's White Rain. That's awesome.
Whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's all that stuff to me is absolute. Okay, so in a previous life.
When's the last time you bought shampoo?
I bought it for my daughter a few weeks ago, and let me tell you this. Okay, this is what I'm talking about: real world experience and data. Real world data is that in a previous life, my ex used to buy $300 little tubes of like bat guano powder that you'd spray in your hair, and it'd be like supposed to make it like perfect. It was $300, whatever.
Okay.
And it was like insistent you need to have that, this, or your hair wouldn't be good. Mm-hmm. But then I marry my wife now. She's an amazing human being, my total soulmate, and she's brilliant. And she's like, that's craziness. She buys like Pantene 2-in-1 Pert. Whatever.
Oh, is it the body wash and shampoo?
Whatever. She's like, whatever's dirty, it cleans. You know, it's like one of those things, and she uses it for hair, whatever. And she's beautiful, and her hair is fantastic, and it's great. So that's why I think that stuff is a bunch of garbage.
So to counter that, my girlfriend Emmy, who is also amazing, she.
I like how we have to quantify it.
I love that.
Like we're about ready to talk crap about them. We have to say what?
Doesn't this just go without saying that they're pretty much amazing, or you wouldn't be dating them or with them?
Obviously.
She balls out on skincare routine, and I think that is probably something that's like worth the money. Like the Proactive is probably better than.
And actually, we did pop for the Proactive, but we did buy the Walmart version of Proactive because ingredient for ingredient, same exact thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in a previous job,
Proactive, is it pro busy or what?
Yeah, something like
that. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pro lethargic.
In a previous job, I did marketing for supplements, and I know like protein powder, it is the exact same, like Kroger green bean, like regardless.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
'Cause that's not regulated at all. Is it like supplements and stuff?
Oh, it's the Wild Wild West.
Like they can do whatever.
Yeah. So weight loss supplements in particular was the one where like protein powder makes sense that if you're trying to gain weight, you would add protein and gain muscle mass. But with weight loss supplements, the I guess percentage of like the highest percentage of ingredient in weight loss supplements is caffeine. So when you take a caffeine,
really?
Yeah. So when you take the weight loss supplement, your heart starts racing, so you think it's doing something.
Oh,
but really,
it's
just the caffeine. Yes. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. And then it sometimes works because your heart races throughout the day. So then your blood flows and then you lose some weight.
So your like metabolism goes up a little bit because your heart's beating fast. That's crazy.
Yeah, but
that's scary.
Yeah, but then especially when you like look at the marketing message around it, it's not quite like that.
Yeah,
it is not described like how I just framed it.
Right. That's scary.
Well, that's why they had. I can't remember what was there was a pill or a combination of pills at one time, and they took those off the market.
Oh, it was what was it? I mean, the guy's hearts exploded. It was
tapeworm.
When
People just eat tapeworms.
God, if that was that episode of The Office where Kelly thought she had a tapeworm to lose weight. If that was something that you could get a tapeworm and in 6 months it'd crawl out and I could be light 30 pounds, done.
Yeah. Have you seen how big tapeworms can get in your body?
Yeah.
I'll show you after. It is pretty gross.
Really?
We're going to fact check after, but I think they can be like 18 inches long inside your
stomach. I'm
stomach.
fine with that. I was thinking like 4 or 5 feet. 18 inches, I can pass that. No big deal.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And
after a weekend at Taco Bell and drinking, I've tickled 18 inches a couple times. I'm just saying, on that rough Sunday morning, you're like, oh my God.
Oh, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Normally it's tough to measure the way it's coming out. It's tough to measure the
how do you measure an S?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I know. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, but a tapeworm would be no. What were we talking about that got us on tapeworms?
The weight loss supplements.
Diet.
Oh,
diet
yeah,
pills.
yeah. If there was something that I could take that, like seriously, like if it was a tapeworm was legit, you could do it. Done.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I would do it.
If there was same thing with the lottery. If I could just like be rich without actually doing anything, I'd do it. Yeah.
Have you ever watched that my lottery dream home show on HGTV?
No.
Oh, it is an absolute S show. It's awesome. It's a show wrapped around people that have won the lottery, but now they're looking to buy their dream home. And some of these clowns are unbelievable. Some of these, because it's new money. They have no idea what they're doing. And it's this host. I don't even know his name, but he's hilarious. Okay. Very eccentric, and he'll be some of these. And we know the stereotype person that plays a lot, the lottery person that plays every week for $1,000.
What was that family that they won a whole bunch of money, and the one guy, he blew, I don't know how much, had it, but like hundreds of thousands of dollars in a duffel bag in his vehicle, and it got stolen.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just found it. My lottery dream home.
Yeah,
I'm looking up to see who the host.
When I say
God, who is this host?
When I say great show, I mean it's not like it's one of those ones you have on Sunday and just like are doing other stuff. But these people, man, like I feel like I would be, if like you said, just be rich and do nothing. You'd handle your money a lot better than these dream home folks.
He is David Bromstad.
He's hilarious. I mean, I think he's funny.
He looks hilarious.
He has tattoos all over his whole body, but he's funny.
I have recently played the lottery. Whatever the Mega Millions was up to $490 million.
Did you play that?
I did play it. So I was with my brother and his fiance, and they were playing it with some friends. And part of the fun is of it is everyone talking about what you would do with the money, and they're like kind of finance geeks. And their comment is like statistically, if you don't buy any tickets, there's a 0% chance of winning, and if you buy one, your chances increase pretty greatly.
Right. From 0 to whatever.
Yes. Yeah. But like if you buy 100, it's not worth it. So buy one just to kind of for like the entertainment value.
Yeah. Which I don't understand how that is possible. Like, if you buy one ticket, you have X amount of chances. But if I buy 100 more tickets, like, obviously, I'm not an idiot here. Like, you have 100 chances to possibly win. How's that not increase your chances, your odds?
Because go ahead.
Yeah, so it's such small chances of winning that it's like it goes from 0.00001 to 0.00002,
and you're spending $100 for that. Okay,
exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so go on.
All
Sorry.
right.
So
Yeah.
what happened?
So no one won the lottery the night we
You
played.
obviously didn't win because you're here talking about coffee.
Yeah, exactly. We would have an endless supply of coffee if I won.
You know, your ass wouldn't be here if you won.
Yeah, and that's what, because like if you won like $100,000 in the lottery, I mean, I would take the money. You know, that's like a lot of money and would be life changing. But it's not like quit your job with your middle fingers.
No, not.
Yeah, but $500 million is for sure. Yeah, you're done working.
Yeah.
Don't you always find it crazy that when you like playing, whether it's the lottery or Keno or anything like that, and you can have, if you buy 10 tickets, I don't care, and you don't get one number? You're
It
like,
seems crazy.
or nobody wins.
Yeah.
That blows my mind when nobody wins one of the drawings during the week. You're like, how many millions of combinations of tickets
and nobody wins.
numbers.
And then the one time somebody does win, it's shared with 400 people. Like, I'd be so pissed. Like the factory work. Yeah, I mean, the factory workers, you buy one ticket and you share it with 10 or whatever. Like, I get that. But when you have like 15 people across the country that win and get this same combination, but then the 10 weeks previous nobody wins, that's crazy.
It is.
So nobody won this past week?
So it was, I think, 2 to 3 weeks ago when I played, and I definitely only played because we were like in a small group of people who were playing. So I haven't followed it since.
Okay.
But I also don't understand that like people don't win for so many weeks, and then all of a sudden it seems like whenever someone wins, there's 10 people that have won.
Right.
So and I get it's math, but I don't understand it.
And would you and so if you were part of that group, like say everybody here at Hurrdat Media, like every week we bought a ticket, whatever, but that one week you're out of town, you're like, forget it, I just don't have any cash, whatever, I'll get you guys next week, and you don't go in on it, and we win, how destroyed would you be? We'd be nice enough
give
to
him money.
I mean,
would you though?
Yeah, but not a full share. Are you a full share? Because he didn't give us his dollar.
Yeah, you didn't participate. We actually played this out. So the same girlfriend. Well, I have the one girlfriend.
The same girlfriend I went out with last week.
Yeah. Because she had me run and go to the gas station, and I was like, oh, don't worry about the money. She was like, no, I'm splitting this with you just in case we win. There's not the awkward thing after.
That's very smart.
Yeah, yes.
That's smart.
Yes.
That's funny. Good for her. That's funny though.
What's the most you've won on? What's the most you've won on a lottery? Like whether scratch ticket or whatever.
So does gambling count?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Okay. So one time I played craps. My older brother taught me craps.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially like. So him and his girlfriend won $1,100, and I won $700.
Jeez,
Nice.
I mean that's a lot.
Yeah. It was. I was very, very happy to take it. It was a very, very fun evening.
Yeah.
So that's by far that's like $700.
Is that like your first time you played?
Totally beginner's luck.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Like the first time you're out, I don't know if it's that you don't have, you just do things that feel right.
I think you're fearless.
You're fearless,
I really do. And then you learn as you play the nuances, and then you get to like it's like.
Get cocky.
I like playing 21 or I'm blackjack is my thing. And when I first started, I would win. It was just like reckless abandon. I'd go in and play, yay, and I'd win. And now I never win.
Yeah, because you overthink it. Because you overthink, and especially blackjack. Because you know there's rules of the table, and there's if you do something, you screw the whole table, and that's just too much pressure. So then you overthink and you make bad decisions. I think.
Yeah, and I wonder how many people I pissed off when I started playing.
Oh, I'm sure everybody.
Yeah, it's just like little things like splitting tens. Mm-hmm. Things like
Which
that,
to me, that's whatever. They're your tens. But you have two tens. So if you have two tens, why wouldn't you split them? Because then if you get a 9 and another 10, then you've got 2 winning hands.
Yeah, then I have 2 people pissed at me.
Well, whatever. Screw Jerry. It's your money. Jerry's not going to help you, absorb your losses, right?
But
Good
people
point.
get very angry about it.
Very angry.
Yeah,
They do.
Yeah, it can
They
really set
do.
the mood. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's bad.
Interesting.
All right, so now we got the whole coffee thing figured out. Nick, I appreciate you coming clean.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Really.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
When I joined Hurrdat, I kind of gave a first pass of all the podcasts in our network, and then when I listened to your guys' the first one, I probably listened to like 5 episodes, and then have kind of followed since. And now I'm starting to like get kind of the recurring jokes, like the bidet, which I think was yesterday's.
Yeah, she needs to bring that in because we have you know what a bidet is, obviously. Did you use it?
Yes, I am a fan. It depends where the bidet is at. If it is in a private residence, I would use it.
Not here at the office?
Maybe. Definitely not a public. If I was in a public bathroom and there was a bidet.
Not at a truck stop?
Yeah. So
Are you going to bring that in still?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have at it.
Oh, I'll go lead on that train. You bet. I'll do it.
I went on a backpacking trip once to Vietnam, and instead of a bidet, there was a hose next to the toilet.
Really?
That was
serious?
common, and depending, sometimes the hose would have a nice little nozzle that you would spray yourself.
Otherwise, you have to cover 3/4 of it and get that. Mm-hmm. But that's a great idea, though, especially if you're backpacking, man. What a mess.
Yeah.
Cold.
Well, no, I don't care about the cold. I'm talking about if you didn't have a bidet, what a mess.
Yeah.
Like a bidet is or whatever, a hose.
Yes, yeah.
Same thing.
And the septic system or whatever couldn't handle toilet paper, so you
It was
couldn't.
the same way.
Yeah.
Well, and we were going to talk about this earlier, but both my kids are from Guatemala.
Oh,
so
okay.
we were talking about the foster system earlier.
Oh, okay.
And so when we were down there picking them up and bringing them home, the exact same thing, which blew me away that there was a sign by the toilets, even in hotels, don't flush your toilet paper. Put it in the trash, which I did. It took me a minute to be okay with that.
Imagine running out of trash bags.
That would be awful, right?
And
See, I mean, that doesn't happen down there. And there we are, right back at the beginning. All right, Nick, thanks for coming in today. We appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you so much for having me.
You got it.
No, it was great.
All right, so bring the bidet in tomorrow.
I will. I will go put it in the truck right now.
She's going to put her bidet in the truck. I love it. All right, 402.
Still country.
Yes, you are. No, country people don't have a bidet. They have a garden hose by the toilet.
So I'm slowly city mouse.
You're getting there. Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.